Comedy Central is an American pay television channel owned by Viacom CBS through its Viacom CBS Domestic Media Networks Division's Entertainment and Youth Group unit based in Manhattan. The channel is geared for mature audiences and carries comedy programming in the form of both original, licensed, and syndicated series, stand-up comedy specials, and feature films. Since the early 2000s, Comedy Central has expanded globally with localized channels in Europe, India, Southeast Asia, Latin America, New Zealand, Middle East, and Africa. The international channels are operated by Viacom International Media Networks. Comedy Central is available to approximately 86,723,000 households in the United States as of September 2018. On November 15, 1989, Time Life, owners of HBO, launched the Comedy Channel as the first cable channel devoted exclusively to comedy-based programming. On April 1, 1990, Viacom, who owned MTV, VH1, and Nickelodeon, launched a rival channel called Ha! That featured reruns of situation comedies and some original sketch comedy. The Comedy Channel's programs were broadcast from the HBO downtown studios at 120 East 23rd Street in Manhattan. The format prior to the merger with Ha included several original and unconventional programs, such as Onion World with Rich Hall and Mystery Science Theater 3000, as well as laid-back variety talk shows hosted by comedians including The Sweet Life with Rachel Sweet, Night After Night with Alan Haye, Sports Monster, and the Higgins Boys and Gruber, the latter of whom performed sketches in between shows of vintage television series like Supercar, Clutch Cargo, and Lancelot Link, Secret Chimp. From the late 1980s to the mid-1990s, much of the programming on Comedy Central and its predecessors consisted of comedy films, sitcom reruns, half-hour specials, and clip shows featuring comedians. Except for the cult favorite Mystery Science Theater 3000, the channel had a relatively small viewership. A notable early success was Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher, which, after showing promise on Comedy Central, was quickly snapped up by ABC. Additionally, The Daily Show had got its start with original host Craig Kilborn, although it would take a few more years for the show to reach high popularity and a shift toward a focus on political humor with the introduction of Jon Stewart, who was former co-host of Short Attention Span Theater from 1991. In late 2004, it was reported that the four highest-rated shows on Comedy Central were, in descending order, South Park, Chappelle's Show, The Daily Show, and Reno 911. Meanwhile, The Daily Show continued to climb in the ratings. In October 2005, on the occasion of a new 3-year contract for South Park and the launch of Daily Show spin-off The Colbert Report, it was reported that South Park and The Daily Show were the two highest-rated shows on Comedy Central. Comedy Central chief Doug Herzog was reported as saying that he hoped to continue to air new seasons of South Park forever, and that The Colbert Report fulfilled a long-held plan to extend The Daily Show brand. On January 15, 2007, MTV Networks International launched Comedy Central in Germany, which is available for free throughout Europe. The channel airs 33 shows, either dubbed in German or subtitled, while also airing locally produced shows. On April 30th, Dutch channel The Box was relaunched as a Dutch version of Comedy Central during the primetime and overnight hours, time-sharing with Nickelodeon. On May 1st, 2007, Comedy Central expanded to Italy, replacing Paramount Comedy. On June 27, 2007, CTV Globe Media-owned networks CTV and the Comedy Network obtained the exclusive Canadian rights to the entire Comedy Central library of past and current programs on all electronic platforms, under a multi-year agreement with Viacom, expanding on past programming agreements between the two channels. Canadian users attempting to visit Comedy Central's websites were redirected to the Comedy Network's websites. The Canadian channel retains its brand name, but the agreement is otherwise very similar to the earlier CTV Viacom deal for MTV in Canada. As of 2011, this geocaching no longer applies, and both the Comedy Central and the Comedy Network websites can be accessed worldwide, except for videos which remain only accessible within each country. On December 10th, 2010, Comedy Central introduced a new logo for the network that launched on January 1st, 2011, which left behind the previous theme of a world-sized tower broadcasting the network's skyscrapers in favor of an image of two C's with one of them and the word Central turned upside down within the new logo mark. The new logo was designed to represent the network's unique brand of comedy, with some drawing comparisons to the copyright symbol as inspiration for its design and use, and to provide the network with a logo that could be easily used across different platforms such as social media. The logo's resemblance to the one used by the Federal Communications Commission was also pointed out. It went on to win several industry awards. In 2018, Comedy Central introduced a revision to its branding, maintaining the emblem introduced in 2010, but alongside a new in-house typeface, design language, and a signature amber-like color, also complemented by specific colors associated with the network's flagship programming. The new branding is accompanied by a new tagline, "Everything is funny." On February 11, 2019, Jimmy Kimmel announced on his show Jimmy Kimmel Live that former show Crank Yankers will be revived on Comedy Central for a fifth 20-episode season. The new season will include pranks on social media and other platforms. Kimmel's brother, Jonathan Kimmel, will serve as showrunner and executive producer. On May 1st, 2019, the Viacom-owned Pluto TV launched two Comedy Central networks titled Comedy Central Pluto and Comedy Central Stand-Up. The former airs Comedy Central original series such as Reno 911, Crank Yankers, and more, while the latter airs the network's stand-up special.